So I went to Walmart today and I decided to pick up a couple of tomatoes. Both of these varieties are the grape variety. This kind is Handy Candy grape tomatoes. Eat at work or play. Um, I don't know if they're handy because they had a little top where you can, peel off and just pull them out one by one. But I'm sure that's probably what it is. I also don't know what the candy is in reference to because I've been eating them and, well, they're not sweet. These here, Zimas, I also got them from Walmart. They were also listed as very sweet. Snack sweetly. Got quite a few in there. But they were actually better than these. This is my first time having either one of them. And so I figured that I would kind of do kind of a review on them just to let other people know if they come across any tomatoes and they see these. They're not as sweet as they actually are listed to be. But I decided because I'm getting into growing tomatoes and I actually pulled some of my cherry ones just to kind of tell, because these have been very sweet and they were basically the only thing that I had to go off as to telling what is sweet and what is not sweet when it comes to a tomato, because this is my first time really eating tomatoes. Not unless I get a tomato on a burger or something, but eating a tomato by itself, I just started when I actually started growing tomatoes. So that is why I grabbed these. I was looking to see, what kind they had, although I'm still going to buy some seeds. I wanted to know if they actually had any good tasting ones in the stores. So, and these were pretty much the cheapest ones they had. This little container was 99 cents, and I think this was $2.50 for this container. So, my opinion, comparing them to the actual cherry tomatoes that I grew, the Handy Candy are not sweet. They're very inconsistent. You might get one that's close to being sweet, but it's not sweet. And then I actually had one. The first one I pulled out was it was so bland that I didn't know what I was eating, which might sound strange, but it tasted like I don't know, somebody put tomato juice in water and it was diluted and diluted till it was just pink. That's kind of what it tasted like. They do have a nice thick skin on them, which is a plus. And I actually pulled some seeds out of the ones that were, close to sweet. So, and I did it on both of them so that I can see if they'll actually grow up in my garden. Although I don't really care for either one of them. I figured I'd try them and see whether or not they'll grow, whether they'll produce, how many they'll produce. And then I'll also buy a red grape tomato, since I have to look and see if Handy Candy is actually the name of the grape tomatoes. And if Zima is the name of these. But I'm gonna grow them, see how they do anyway, and maybe with me growing them, I don't know, maybe they'll actually come out to be a little bit sweeter than these here. Like I said, I don't know. Um, these here were actually classified as, in Walmart, on the the piece of paper beside the price description of them, they were actually said to be yellow, but they're really orange. In tasting these, I was a little skeptic because, like I said, I don't eat tomatoes. Really, this is my first year eating them. A few years back, in my town, we actually had an issue with the tomatoes and grapes one year, where they actually had to pull all tomatoes and all cherry or grape style types of tomatoes because they had spiders in them. So I've been a little skeptic about tomatoes ever since. And these here, I don't know, can you see those stripes, the lines in them? Which really made me think of like the movie Alien with the eggs. Like, you could kind of see it like it could be an egg set. So I was a little bit skeptic, and plus you can't see it from off of my phone, but it's actually a green color in here because the skin, I'm guessing, is a little bit thinner there. So it actually kind of maybe a little like I really didn't know whether or not I wanted to try them. But these are actually better than those. And they have sort of like a citrus taste to them. Like when you bite into it, you almost get like that orange taste. So they've got a little bit citrus to them, and they are a little bit sweeter than those handy candies. But they're still not as sweet as my cherries, but I'm sure that's why they're called cherries, because they're sweet. I don't know. But I also collected seeds from them too, and you can see the seeds are actually, they've got a little bit of green, whatever it's called, covering them. So that was the green that I was actually seeing from the outside of the tomatoes. Well, that is my review on these two tomato types. I got them from Walmart. If you know of a very sweet tomato, please let me know in the comment box. I'm definitely trying to get into eating tomatoes. My grandfather tells me all the time, tomatoes are good for you. You should be eating more tomatoes and everything. So I'm trying to get into eating more tomatoes, growing more tomatoes, so that there'll be something, as I can eat them as a snack. So let me know in the comment box if you've got one that you think I should try, and I will definitely get on trying to find that. Alright, have a good day.